Why can't I get on the stupid computer? Everybody sees the bag and know what's happening. You know what's going on when you see the bag of goods. So I got a roach house. I got a guy calling me right now. He's asking me if I how much I charge. Well, first of all, he's got an unfixable. Well, shouldn't say unfixable. I guess everything is fixable. Oh, let me kill the. I gotta kill the mic on this thing. Whoops. Probably getting double audio at this point. So, like I was saying, everything is fixable, right? Just gotta kind of. Oh, what the hell? Sorry, hold on. Continue the app. Everything is fixable. Just how are we gonna go about fixing it? If he's got a PS5 that just randomly shuts off, it's likely that that thing's going to be back here at least 3 times. And every time it's back here, I got to try. I do something, I got to charge for it. And that's basically what I explained to him. I said, every time that thing comes back, I'm going to have to charge you money on what I do. I don't see any live ones here, so I might have lucked out and just have a really dirty, really filthy unit. So yeah, I don't see any live, or well, they would be dead now because of the alcohol, but I don't see anything. Yeah, I'm sorry about the audio in advance. I don't see anything that is going to harm me in any way. That's basically what I'm saying. And you can see it's just a filthy mess. So yeah, so I guess these people they look at AI, they're like, hey, it's a fan. How much do you charge to clean the fan? I'm like, you're looking at AI. You're not looking at the actual problem. You're looking at an AI possibility that it might be the fan because AI didn't hear your story about how it just turns off in the middle of a game for no reason. You're typing in turn off in the middle of the game for no reason, and it's spitting out the most common issue, which happens to be overheating. Although your unit doesn't say you're actually overheating. So, you know, yes, I could easily take these people's business, but I don't want to get involved in that. I don't want to get involved in something that is clearly going to be headaches down the road. So that's basically why I told them to go hand it in at GameStop. And anybody else that you call should be telling you the same thing, but they're not going to. So, by the way, this here is a no power, and I don't have 12 volts. So um, I assume it's a power supply. I hope it's a power supply. Uh, we'll find out. It's never been opened before. So I don't know if anybody's on here that saw Booter's stream last night, but wow, that was something, man. He had this guy in there that was just unreasonable. Apparently, he the guy wanted to be charged. The guy he the guy went to somebody else to change an HDMI port, and in the process of changing the HDMI port, I guess they ripped off the what is it, the what's that chip, the little glass chip in the back, the can't think of the name of it. I think it's ECM. No, it starts with an E. It's not really important on what it is, but they put tape over it and tried to do the port. I mean, they ripped tabs, everything. I would recommend going to look at that live stream because it was really quite good. And he was able to use the old chip, get it back on, you know, and he stopped the thing from green screening, which that's what it was doing, with using the old chip. But the guy, I guess, the unreasonable customer, thought that because he didn't change the chip, all he did was take it off and put it back on. He doesn't deserve $50 extra, which everybody knows it's actually more work to do that. It's actually, sorry, let me just blow this out real quick. So it's actually more work to do that than it is to change the chip, just with a already bald chip. So he basically saved them a couple of dollars, like $25 or something. He saved them money. So the guy was arguing with him for close to an hour about this $50, or yeah, because it was supposed to be 150 for the port change. And the guy was arguing with him for close to an hour. I think it turned out to be almost 2 hours of arguing with him about so you know so about $50. So much so that Booter had to call his security guys and have him removed from the store. And I guess it came down to it at the end where Booter kind of gave up a couple of bucks because he paid cash, and he settled on 180. And even then, the guy was trying to get like 170, 175. It was like a comedy routine on somebody on what they were trying to do. It was ridiculous. And it kind of got me annoyed because I felt bad for Booter trying having to go through that and having to go through that shit. It just sucks. 'Cause, you try to do the right thing for people, and then they and they're very unreasonable people out there. I'm not saying like different types of people are more unreasonable, but there are certain groups of people that sometimes are more unreasonable than other groups of people. So, and these people are definitely in that majority, and not the minority of people that want to give trouble. It's almost like they have this game where they try to get money off and see how hard they could work on getting money off. It's kind of ridiculous. I felt really bad for them. I'm taking all the screws out on this one. Usually I don't take them all the way out, but since I got to do a full cleaning, I'm going to take them all the way out. My magnet's not working. I hate that. What do I hear? Is that me? I think I hear myself. Do I have mute on? Weird. Uh, yeah, and then that was the thing too, because he was like, well, I want $200, and you're not willing to pay me, so therefore I am not giving you back your machine, and that's the way it should be. And you know the thing is, the call was actually on live stream when he said the guy's like, oh, you didn't call and get permission, and it turned out after all that the call was on live, it was on live stream and it was recorded, and you could hear Booter saying, it's going to require, $225 or, and the guy was like, well, I don't want to pay more than 200. And so, I mean, like he did what he was trying to do, and that's saving money. But or some people are not reasonable people. That's what I was trying to get at. Like this guy with the fan, I'd be happy to change. I'm trying to help him out. Oh, this is gross. I'm trying to help him out by saving him money and time down the long run. And telling them, like, listen, you don't want to put a lot of money into this unit, and then I can't guarantee it. I said, I'm not going to guarantee it. So, you know, and that's a fact. I'm not going to sit there and guarantee work that I can't possibly guarantee. This thing was this thing was fully disgusting at one point. It had live buggers in it, and yeah, I just hope the power supply fixes it. I imagine it would. It's probably filled with roaches. The power supply is, I'd imagine. I guess we'll find out soon because, I mean, just based on the cover and everything, I wish I had some more concentrated glass cleaner because that definitely works pretty good. But I'm just doing the best I can. Oh, that was a roach. I mean, not a live roach. It was a dead roach, but yeah, it's nice. I don't even wear gloves doing this, but whatever. Uh, I'm probably going to take this stuff out to the hose and wash it out in the hose. It's just, whatever can get wet anyway. So, I mean, the question I guess would be on this unit is, will a power supply fix it? And probably should find that out first before I do anything more. Because if a power supply is not going to fix it, then I want to definitely get on the horn and let them know that the power supply is not going to do it. So very gross. So very gross. Trying to clean it the best I can here. I guess thankfully it's not in disc edition. This would be another place for another roach hiding spot, the disc edition. But it is an older unit. I guess a 010 would be my guess, based on the fact that there's two antenna ports. So that would be my guess. I'm just cleaning with my, clean it up, get everything. I just want to get that power supply out. That way I could know right away if. I guess that was the question on Russ's stream too. Is the power supply able to be taken out without the without taking the cover off? And the answer is yes, but you got to be kind of careful about it. You got to just scoop this thing out without destroying. Ooh, that's nasty. You got to kind of just scoot this out. You could take the whole cover off, basically. You can take it off like this, and you don't actually have to take the cover off. And then now we're down to. I mean, it's got to come off anyway, right? For the repaste, but you see that there's definitely nastiness in there. And I'm sure that power supply is probably broken. What is this here? Is this a DR? And I believe I have an extra DR laying around, so that's good. And I'm sorry I'm not looking at the stream right now because I gotta be honest with you, I'm a little grossed out, and I'm trying not to think about what I'm doing. I'm outside. It's awful. Yeah, I'm just slightly grossed out. I get that way, and then I get into like a zone where I don't want to think about what I'm doing, so I just don't talk about it. It's not great for live streams, but I'll clean that off for later. Right now, I'm going to check this power supply. Make sure we have. I'm waiting for this compressor to kick off too. 2 seconds. There's still bugs in here, so It's still pretty nasty. I don't know if you could see that bug. Yeah, you could see what we're dealing with here. Dealing with here is just straight out roaches and insects. And I'm probably not getting enough money for this either. There's a there's a roach. He's a little guy. Ew. Thankfully they're not alive anymore. Kind of glad about that. Let me plug this in and get the huge explosion that we might want to get. No explosion. So if this power supply works, then I don't have a power supply issue, which is going to be sad for me because that means I gotta take this power supply apart and clean it anyway, which is not a fun job. And then I got to figure out why this PlayStation's not working. Oh crap! So yeah, we do have 12 volts, which uh sucks. This is my life now. So if we have 12 volts on there, what do we have? A short on here maybe? We have a 12-volt short. Let's check it out. Yes, we have a 12-volt short. So this has just turned into a bigger deal, right? Bigger deal. 12-volt short. That means I got to clean this up and then bring it up to the shop, and then I got to renegotiate the price of this whole deal. And I wonder what's causing the 12-volt short. It must be something crawling around over there, I'd imagine. Something, something gross crawling around in there, or was crawling around in there and caused the 12-volt short. So let's get this. Let's get to taking this damn thing apart. I'm just looking at the chat now. Hey everybody. Should have taken a leaf of the Jim Fix's book. Yeah, yeah. Buddha should have. I mean, I guess you can't raise the price after you talked about a price, but that guy wasted so much of Buddha's time that you kind of felt bad. Like, hey, this guy could have been doing $200-300 worth of work in the time it took to argue about this stupid $50. I think I would have took the 150 and told him never to come back, basically. And yeah, he wins, but it's it is what it is. Sometimes you got to eat the cost. And I'm not a fan of eating the cost, but how much money are you losing by sitting there arguing with this asshole, having to get police involved and everything else? It's just how much of a loser do you have to be to argue that much about $50? Like your time is not worth anything. You're sitting there arguing about a job that was clearly done correctly because the first time you went to get it done, you clearly didn't get it done correctly because you got a non-working Xbox back. Somebody did it and didn't know how to do what they would do. They didn't know what they were doing. But that person doesn't get blamed. The person that gets blamed is the person that actually fixes the unit. It's craziness. Crazy story. Where are my screws at? Oh, this is so really has to be a place in heaven for me fixing this one. I just hope it's an easy 12-volt short, maybe something I could just inject. I mean, obviously, I could just inject 12 volts well, I won't inject 12 volts, but I'll inject voltage in and hopefully a hotspot will be created, and I'll be able to track that down and get this thing running again. But I definitely should call the customer first. Although yeah, you know what, it kind of evens out because the power supply I was charging for anyway. So yeah, I won't call yet. I'll call after I fix it. He might end up with not a new power supply, just a clean one. And yeah, whatever. Do I remember all the screws this time for a change? For a change. This is gonna be nasty. Oh, it did. Two screws. It's funny. Always something. Always a screw. So, what? I forget three screws? Oh, three screws. Three screws. Always screws at that time. So it seems like this worked out a little bit. It is a 010, by the way, as stated. And this shield did work somewhat because I don't see roach stuff all over the board. It's kind of nice. And I guess the question is it fixable? That's the question. Just clean. I don't see I don't see the roach pathway here. So it's just unfortunate that this is a 12-volt short. And I guess fortunate that there's a 12-volt short because their 12-volt short's probably way easier to find than a 5-volt or something. So all right. What do we got here? I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna take that apart. Just clean this board off and bring it upstairs. Where did my screwdriver go though? Bring it to the non-roach hotel room. I brought my screwdriver down. Now I can't find it. It's pretty large, so I should be able to. Shush! Quiet, meter. All right. I guess I'll just use the flathead that I specially made for this occasion. It was pretty loose. Let's say. Yeah, that's pretty loose. No problem unloosening the nut. It's like hand tight at best. I wonder what the bottom looks like. Mm, 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 mm. Grossness. So, sorry, I'm zoning out again. Zoning out. Wow, it'd be hard to believe that didn't overheat, huh? With That's a hell of a dry spot right there. Like, where did your liquid metal go on this thing? All right, so that. So I gotta take this out too, just to clean it. It's it's not the best looking thing I've ever seen. It's a little roachy. You can't really clean this until you get the cover on, and I don't know. This like you could only really just kind of brush it off for now, which I'm gonna do, but you can't. I mean, you don't want to dirty up your liquid metal, so the best thing you could do is just dust it off, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that out here, right here, and just dust it out, and then blow it out with my blower. But you want to clean these fins pretty good, obviously. Oh, freaking get out of here. Nothing's alive, but I'm like I got the serious heebie-jeebies right now, which is For you UK folks, basically I got the chills just thinking about the grossness of this thing. I don't know if y'all use heebie-jeebies or not, but we do, or we used to. I don't know. Maybe we don't anymore. Maybe I'm just old. Maybe I'm supposed to be working right now and I have nothing better to do. Maybe. Oh, that DC power supply I got. It's supposed to have like a 30-day return policy, so I'm trying to get it returned. And I don't know if anybody's dealt with Chinese products before, but they'll do everything in their power not to return something. But it's written on their website, 30-day refund policy. So how are you gonna ignore your own refund policy? It's your policy, mine. Like, oh, so send something, a video of it not working. I mean, there's so many problems with that thing. After I got it, I started looking at other Google reviews, and there's so many problems with that power supply that honestly, I can't even. Yeah, I don't even know how to get away with calling it a bench power supply. Oh, looks like I did something there. Um, yeah, I don't know how they call it a bench power supply. It really is. It's not a bench power supply. It's kind of a it's a it's a battery at best. It's like a battery or something. It it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Like without, and it's the on screen is such a piece of crap. Uh, this has Here's a big shocker here. It has live roaches. So yeah, not live. Sorry, not live. Not live. Gotta stop saying live. The roaches are not alive anymore. They've been in the bag forever. I gotta take this power supply apart, and for sure, I gotta blow it out uh, or something because there's no way that this doesn't have roaches inside of it. So yeah, I'm trying to do the best I can here, but I mean the fact that it works is pretty amazing to me. And I thought for sure that would be the problem. Unfortunately, it's not. Here's the other. I don't know what you see, what you don't. Here's the other remaining larvae or whatever. So I do this. I have a garage because I know people that do this. Like Roy, for example, he doesn't have a garage to use, and kind of feel bad about it because he's taking these things apart in his own house. They might be dead, they might not be. Who the hell knows? And you hope for the best. You put them in a bag and hope for the best. But honestly, sometimes you don't get them all right. So this is a good example of what my $85 cleaning looks like, though. At least for anybody wondering. Obviously, not all of them need this much work, and this one should be getting like an insect fee. Um, but I guess you take the good with the bad, right? And some of them need more work, some need less, so you kind of average it out. As long as you get all the roaches out, I guess that's the important thing. This looks pretty good now. I mean, good enough for me, right? Yeah. Yes. No. That blood is really starting to pour down. This is just, what happens when you let your console. It gets really, really filthy. And if you had a roach problem, I guess he had a roach problem. I'm not sure if he still has a roach problem, but if he did have one, or I mean, if yeah, after he fixed the roach problem, he should have probably got his PlayStation fixed, I'd imagine, or cleaned at least by a professional such as me. Um, yeah, just trying to clean up the rest of this before I take that board upstairs. Once I take, I don't even know what I'm going to do because the camera that I'm using right now is the one I use for upstairs. So I'm going to have to move my whole operation upstairs. I figured I'd set it up in the garage this way I could stream and talk to you all and say what's up. Hopefully you're having a good time watching me clean bug shit. Good times, fun. I don't know what you see, what you don't. Hopefully you see it all. I guess the problem, the main thing is I got to work on that 12-volt short. That's, I'm sure he doesn't care about this in the least. You know, nobody that owns a PlayStation cares about this, this type of stuff. This is just you drop it off and you hope for the best, getting it clean, right? You don't care about any of this. You don't care about what you can't see. That's a fact. This is. I actually offer a $140 lifetime cleaning, which I think is actually a good plan. Because because if you take it in twice to me, and let's just say once a year, you've already made out better. So every year or so, you take it in, you get it clean. No one's taken me up on the offer yet, but it is available, which I thought was a good idea, and I thought more people would actually be involved. But again, they don't see the problem; it doesn't exist to them. So you gotta get them while they're here for that. Like, yeah, you could pay me once, or just pay me a bunch of times. I guess some of these people they haven't had their unit cleaned ever, right? So to them, this is a once in probably every 3 years type of thing that they should do it. I guess they figure by the time the next time they have to have it done, the PS6 will be out already. Maybe, I don't know. They're still talking about PS6, right? They're not even. I don't even think they're firm on anything, right? Yet, but I hopefully the PS6 is an HDMI, and I hope it's weak and needs a lot of replacement. And I also hope it's the same port as the PS5. That would be awesome. Like the Sony Series S and the Series X take the same port. That would be fantastic. I think that's clean enough as far as to me. That looks pretty new. Where's that fan? The fan is another question, but the fan I hit with Windex, and I just keep hitting Windex until it's clean. I try not to get too much inside. Like I try not to get any inside the board or whatever, but I do hit it with air afterwards, and that usually gets most of it out. And if I just sit it on the ground after I Windex the crap out of it, it usually gets pretty clean. So that's that. Um, I'll have to move upstairs soon. Take the board with me. Is this clean? This is semi-gross still. Let me clean this. Clean this. I mean, let's face it, as far as work goes on PS5s, cleaning is not going to be your bread and butter. But you do want to make enough when you do clean it that it's worth it to you. So, just charge for your time, charge accordingly. It's not obviously you don't have to be a professional at cleaning things. You just have to be able to clean it to where you say, all right, all the bugs are out. And right now I still have bugs floating around in there. So gross, gross, gross. Clean, clean, clean. Pretty good. It's about as good as it's going to get, I think. That's good. Still unable to know if I could clean the 12-volt short. You don't want to spin the fan at 1,000,000 miles per hour. That's I mean, you see the Windex does a great job. Like that's honestly a great job right there. What it does. That's just Windex and air. I, I think I hit it with the. Pretty sure I hit it with the thing earlier, the paintbrush. But that's basically just Windex. It's just Windex and air. So trying to see if I see anything obvious, like a cap by the 12 volt or anything like that. I mean, this set of caps doesn't look particularly good. I think I'm going to go right for the injection on it. Windex and washers. So yeah, Windex and a good paintbrush, honestly. And that Windex is kind of watered down too, because I started to run out. So um, honestly, I could definitely go for some more Windex. And there's enough alcohol in here that you're able to blow it out pretty easy, and it'll dry. It's got water in it, obviously. You don't want to saturate anything, but it will dry out, especially if you add a little heat and alcohol would be one. If you add a little rubbing alcohol, not rubbing, IPA rather, that should clean the Windex out. Like here, I'm gonna just rub it down with some rubbing alcohol, some IPA, and that should get this power supply clean. And I still have to take it apart, but I'm just trying to get the outside of it clean before I go crazy inside of it. This has to come apart and be blown out because I mean, you've seen Toltec videos. These things get pretty gross. So, but I think that's for the most part that's pretty clean. So I wonder if should I start the video? Should I bring this rig upstairs and set up there and just restart the video, or what are you thinking? Should I end this and then come back to upstairs? We're definitely going to the old voltage injection. I'm gonna pause. I'm not gonna rename the stream. I'm just gonna pause it and then go upstairs and then set all this back up and then just restart the stream. Because there's no sense in having two streams out there. Plus, I got to bring all this crap back up. So, you know, I should get a little setup for down here, but I'd rather not do I'd rather not do too much cleaning. Like something this gross to clean, I almost didn't want to do. But and by the way, this is my car that takes up the garage, which sits here and doesn't do anything. That's basically a car that does nothing. It's a car that does nothing, useless. I guess it's a useless car. But yeah, let me break all this down, and I won't even stop it. I'll just break it all down. I'll put the phone in my pocket. Everything will be transferred back upstairs, and then by the time you see me again, I'll be upstairs in the actual with the actual stuff to fix things with. So uh, my laboratory. Give me a sec. I'm gonna put this phone in my pocket. Now you see my pocket. I'm gonna take this light stand with me, and I'm gonna take the laptop so I can see y'all with it, and I'm gonna take this board. And now somehow I'm gonna navigate being able to work the doorknob to the inside of my home, which should be interesting. All right, come on, doorknob. We Somebody asked if we were at the voltage injection point yet, and we definitely will be at the voltage injection point, especially when you have a big fat 12-volt short. Zero reason at this point to not inject voltage. Oh, come on, puppy. Yeah, I'm almost there. Just gonna get set up, move some stuff out of the way. Give me a few minutes. I gotta get my computer set up so I can see you all again. Find my Okay, I'm back. You're still on my car. That's funny. Let's see. It should work. Oh, Bigsby opened up. Who wants Bigsby? All right. So we're pretty much set up almost. I just gotta get the light on and stuff. All right, lights on. You should start to see me now. Coming back. Yeah, I think you see me now. I think we're good. Got a little liquid metal spill, but not really my not really my doing. All right. I think we're good. We're back up. I see you, you see me. Let me get live on my connection here. Get live, and now I can see everything. You hear my hemorrhoids. That's funny. Um, let's see. We'll go right for voltage. Let's see how bad this thing is. Gonna get that on. I'm gonna go for like 8 volts and 400 point. Like a half an amp basically. And I'm gonna get my. I gotta get that charger hooked back up. Well, that charger is actually not a charger though. I'll just let the battery run out. It's fine. You guys see me, right? So should be good. Let's see. I need my thermal camera, which is where? Where is my thermal camera? This is pretty neat. I bought a button, so that way I could hook up the button to the instead of using the power on off switch. I bought a button for myself, and that way I could just leave the power supply on and hit the button as I'm looking at it with the thermal camera, um, which I did. I put back in its home. I put it back in its fancy case. So this should make Andy very jealous. I put it back in its little case. I'm not going to hook it up to the computer. I'm just gonna do it this way. All right. So I could turn the power on now. There's no actual power running through it until I press this button. So um, as it, when I press the button, I'm throwing the whole half an amp into it. So looking for something. I don't see anything. Maybe more. Maybe more amps. 1.1 amps. Gotta be something. There's something short on this board. Hard to see anything glowing. Could be on the other side. No, I don't see. Just don't see it. I didn't think I would see that. I mean, it's definitely short. Maybe on this side. Is that getting hot or is that my imagination? Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Is it? I mean, technically the full 12 volts has already been pumped in there, right? So it's not like I'm recreating the wheel, but like every time you turn on that power supply, it was pretty much 12 volts being pumped in. But I think the problem here is, oops, going with macro lens. I think the problem here is I'm looking for something, but I cannot find it. Try the other side again. I thought maybe. I mean, that feels a little warm to me. That's obviously the GPU, the APU. Yeah, I'm gonna do the whole 12 volts because, like you said, it doesn't really matter. It's every time you turn on the GPU, it's 12 volts anyway. 12 volts, 2 amps. Should see something light up now. I mean, that to me looks like the APU's lighting up. If that's the case, oh yeah, It's taking a lot of voltage. So now I have a finger full of liquid metal. It's not that hot. I don't think that's what's causing it. It's so weird. I cannot find a 12-volt short. I mean, obviously it's a power rail, right? If that's the case. Oh, I was going to say it's a fuse, but no, can't be a fuse because I'm getting the short. Huh. Ho hum. Uh, Figures. Always a problem. That's why you got to charge a diagnostic fee because this stuff otherwise is free. I mean, it's close to every 12-volt rail on here is going to have a short. The threshold is wrong. That's why you're hearing the beep. I don't know why this threshold gets changed every time I leave the meter. It gets changed. So that's why you're hearing the beep. It's not really short. It's just a threshold. Yeah. Now you two could see it. Oops. I mean, obviously all this shit's going to be short. It's 12 volts. Stuff that you normally wouldn't get short. Finding it stupid short. I mean, how are you supposed to find something that's not lighting up? It's weird. It's odd that it's not lighting up for me. It's probably one of these MOSFETs, right? Question is which one? Anybody have any ideas? Probably not. Why would you? Let's just check again. Maybe I could luck out and find something this time. I got my button, press it. Press that button, I'm getting like almost 11 volts dumped into this board. And I cannot see anything. Come on, stupid camera. I'm hitting this button like a maniac just to find something that's flashing. And right now I don't see that flashing item. I mean, that APU looks like it's getting hot, or hotter than the rest of it. But nothing else. Yeah, that's the APU. Look at that. I'm got my finger on the button now, just holding it down. And that APU looks like it's getting pretty warm. It's definitely getting hotter than the rest of the board. You can see the outer ring. Turn this over. Yeah, I mean yeah. I've been holding my finger on the button now, so I think we got a dead board. Rip, as you guys would say. Parts board. Look at that, it's like the sun. I think she's a parts board, guys. Oh, you know what sucks? I did all that cleaning for nothing. I did all. Well, that means I won't even get paid for that cleaning I did. That's great. But I got my finger off the button. That's why I just wanted to show you that it does cool down. And then I'm going to put my finger on the button, wait a few minutes, a few seconds as the heat builds into that board and the surrounding area. And you can see it's glowing like the sun. It's getting hotter from like the core there. And there we go. She's dead. She's unfixable. You want me just to turn it up into like 5 amps or something? I don't know. What's the difference at this point, right? 5 amps and 12 volts. Here we go. I mean, it's already kind of. Let's see how much longer it takes to. What is this here? Who's? Oh, yeah. I mean, I got my finger on the button. That's like the sun right there. Wow. Wow. Never seen one like that. I got to be honest with you. That sucks. Uh, yeah. No, there's a customer PS5. Mm. Um, I thought because I wasn't getting 12 volts at the power at the fan, I assumed it was a power supply and it had a bug issue. So I'm going to recap from where I'm at now. I assumed it had a bug issue, which would lead me to believe that it was probably a power supply issue. It's a reasonable thought that the bugs get in there and kind of mess with everything. Um, I then took everything apart and earlier in the stream and I cleaned everything downstairs because I had to. So um, I did check the power supply downstairs and I was getting 12 volts. So that 12 volts proved that the power supply was good, unfortunately, and then I checked the connector at the main connector, and sure enough, I do have a 12 volt short. And now I came upstairs to my little lab here with the board because it was all buggy, and I hooked up a 12 volt power supply to it, and I noticed the APU is getting hotter. Getting hotter. Everything in the board is perfectly cool and happy, except for the APU, which is getting like the sun, as you see in the video. So therefore, I'm concluding that this APU is bad, and yeah, you got to clean it downstairs, okay? Especially if it smells like onions. So that's basically where we're at now. I'm going to call the customer and let him know that his PS5 is now a parts board, and he needs a new one. And if he wants to look at the process, he could probably look back at this stream and actually see the amount of effort that went into determining that his motherboard was trash. I do have one that was, I do have an extra PS5 that's for sale. Maybe I could talk him into buying that and giving him like, I don't know, 80 bucks or so for this as credit. It's the only thing I'm thinking right now is maybe I could get a maybe I could get some type of deal going. But honestly, the amount of work I put into it already, that's the credit right there. Like honestly, I deserve the diagnosis fee and probably half the cleaning fee just because of what I did. I just absolutely earned that money dealing with those roaches and everything else. So, Dave, that's the cleanest dead PS5 I've ever seen. Who's calling me? Where is that calling me? It's Google, right? Probably. Hold on a second. It was weird. Anywho, yeah, no, I cleaned it already. Well, I didn't clean that board. If you scroll back to the beginning, you could see the. Uh, sorry, I'm getting sucked into a couple of noises that are happening right now that I don't know why. I don't know if somebody's calling me. Oh, it was Illidope. You art the board isn't dead. No, fuck that. I'm not UARTing a 12-volt short. That's fucking retarded. There's no way. It's like I can't get voltage through it. How? What am I UARTing? I can't get 12 volt. I can't get 5 volt, 3.3 volt. What am I UARTing exactly? How do you plan on reading UART without 12 volts? Anybody? Fucking retard. I appreciate the advice, but something you got to think about the advice you're giving sometimes. I'm reading the chat now. I'm reading. Let's try UART. Is that what you want me to read? So anyway, I just put my finger in nice liquid metal. It's not spilled. Doesn't look bad. I don't see anything under the balls or anything. Maybe I could start lifting these, start tombstoning these inductors and see which one leads me to a 12 volt. Not having a 12 volt short anymore. I don't know. Certainly wasn't lighting up anything. As a matter of fact, all my heat was coming from here, which leads me to believe that it's not fixable. Second guessing now. Now I'm second guessing. Let me check again, just to be sure. Because I mean, if there was a 12 volt short on the thing, yeah, let me check. Talk about judging a book by its cover. Why don't you rewind to the fucking beginning where I was taking all kinds of roaches out? Christ. Let's see. Do I have everything hooked up here? Ground. Yes. Ground's hooked up. Oh, I don't have the output on. It's my bad. Uh-huh. Eep. Uh-huh. Let's mark that. Let's mark that one. Where are you? Yeah, I'm not good enough to read the chat at the same time. Well, it's not a capacitor for sure. That inductor is the thing that's lighting up. I don't know which one. I think it's this one here. I'm just going to put my thing over it here. Yeah, there's got to be a way to do this. Maybe if I had a button hand. Let me see. Maybe I could hit this with a button with my hand. That's it. That's it. It's this guy right here. That guy is definitely lit up like a Christmas tree. Not the cap though. Let me make sure again because I want to mark the right one. I'm going to grab a white marker and mark it for myself. Let me find a white marker somewhere. You know I have one. Oh, is my marker in here? Yes, I have it. I have it. Find you. I don't know if you like the button idea, but I think the button idea works pretty well. Okay, that's this guy. That guy needs to come out. All right, so now the thing that worries me, okay, so that guy is definitely short, right? The thing that worries me is why is the APU lighting up too? It's the only thing that kind of worries me a little, So I don't know. It kind of worries me for sure. Like voltage is definitely getting past that. I got my hand on the button. I, I don't I don't know if like honestly, you guys feel that it's worth doing anything to? There's clearly voltage getting into the APU. That's what I'm saying. Like if this was just this, like it would have had the 12 volts to the APU already, is what I'm saying. This is obviously the symptom, but I don't think the APU has survived this thing. Honestly, You know, when you hook up 12 volts to a 12-volt power supply that happens to be working, 12 volts goes into your power. 12 volts goes right through. I don't know. I just don't know if it's really worth fixing or even trying. I could be wrong, but I don't know. It would be one thing if the APU was not lighting up, but clearly it is. Hate this crap. Grab my seat. Is that what you were calling me about to check UART on something I can't get 12 volts into? I'm just curious. Seems weird. That's all I'm saying. All right, so clearly getting. Let me take this off. Actually, yeah, I'll take it off and then check if I guess the 12 volt short should be gone, right? Technically. Um, who are you talking to? Are you fucking serious, dude? What is so fucking stupid about what I'm doing? It's I All right. You know, this is why people don't fucking stream because a bunch of fucking retard people decide that they're going to make a fucking statement like, oh, he's too stupid to be working on consoles. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Go fuck yourself, man. Go fucking ban him, please. Goodbye, dude. Fucking asshole. What a fucking asshole. This is why people don't fucking stream. Why don't we stream you fucking fixing consoles, idiot? Why don't we fucking stream everything you do? See how great you do. Fucking jerk off. Go fuck yourself, man. Fucking asshole. Fucking kid touching jerk off. I just hope that shit doesn't blow up on me. There's no way that somebody this stupid is fixing consoles. Because we're all not as smart as you fucking asshole. I don't feel like doing it. I just love that people make stupid fucking comments. There's comments like, "Oh, you should UR something." Oh, okay. Well, explain how. Explain how I'm going to UR something without 12 volts. I don't have this heat up even nearly enough because now I'm fucking pissed. Hopefully that something doesn't fall off on the other side, which sometimes it does. Let me check. Oh, I hope that doesn't fall off. Should probably turn on the fume extractor and my fan. All right, took off the dead component. Technically should have 12-volt short should be gone. Oh, let me concentrate on banning somebody. Hold on. Hold on. Careful with my slander. Why don't you fucking eat my cock, you jerk off? You slander. What a fucking pussy. What a fucking pussy you are. Oh, you should careful with your slander. Give me a fucking break. Slander. Because I called you a kid toucher? It hit a little too close to home, did it? I can't even get back to my YouTube studio, so looks like you win. You have won, whoever you are. I've seen you on other streams too. You know, I didn't know that you were this much of a dick. You just removed somebody? All right, goodbye. Oh, that's shocking. Too bad. So I fucking banned him because honestly, something, I fix consoles. Like, yeah, do I know every little thing about a console? There's so many people on fucking Facebook that are fixing consoles that have zero clue. And he's talking about me. Our short's gone, but that doesn't mean shit. Let's see if we could. And now we could probably talk to you, Art. At least if we could talk to you, Art, that would be nice. Should start without. Let me go get a chassis. This fucking thing is still warm. Let me go get a chassis. No, I have a chassis right here. Not gonna get a chassis. I got a chassis. Got you, chassis. It's not the right chassis, but let me see if it fits. No, it's not gonna fit. Let me get a chassis that will actually fit. I better be careful with my slander because G-Force, the fucking kid touching asshole who fucking probably sits in his mom's basement, is gonna come after me. He's gonna come fucking full force after me because he is a fucking cowboy. He's the fucking cowboy that's gonna come after me. Dumb fucking idiot. Does anybody feel whatever I've fucking done was stupid? Or is it simple fucking troubleshooting? I hate people, man. I'm fucking never streaming again, probably. fucking hate people. It's the fucking worst. These people suck. Nothing but to get a fucking rise out of you. Is this gonna work? Probably not. Whatever. I'm just gonna hook up power and see if there's actually like any type of heat coming from this APU. If there is, I'll shut it down real quick. Trying to find my power switch somewhere. I had that yesterday. Power switch, where are you? I just moved it. Oh, here it is. I got a power switch that should work. Fucking God, man, it still pisses me off. Heated. Heated I am. Worse than fucking Booter in this situation. If it turns on, hopefully it turns on. I'm hopeful. I don't, I doubtful, but hopeful. Uh, huh. Did beep. If that means anything. No heat on the APU though. I mean, I could change that MOSFET, but I don't think you need it. It should go past it. Should work without it. Let me, yeah. Dude, I hate it. Like the guy just came in and started saying, "Oh, he's fucking, he can't be this stupid." Like, really? Well, what's so stupid about what I did? I couldn't see the heat signature. I had a 12-volt short. The only heat signature I saw was in the APU. Fast forward to now, I really haven't changed much except I removed the short, which, whatever. It probably, it's probably, the APU is probably shot. More than likely. I'm going to hook up 12 volts. I'm going to hook up UART, I guess. And it should go past that. I should be able to boot the board without that, I believe. Last time there's plainly enough power rails to come up without that one. So yeah, let me check. Let me just check you out. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say it without saying it. I'm gonna check you out. Although I'll say it 5,000 times. I'm gonna check you out. Yeah, it's nice of you to say, but I just want to know where I was stupid. I would love to know where I got like, oh, he's working on consoles type of comment. That's what I really need to know. I need to know what was so fucking stupid about what I was doing. Once I know that, maybe I'll even agree with him. How's that? Maybe I'll be like, yeah, that was pretty fucking stupid. But as far as I know, the troubleshooting steps I've taken were not crazy so far. I mean, at least we got to where we're at right now, right? We're at no 12 volts short and possibly looking at UART. If I could find, I found it. If I could find this guy, which is hooked up to a board still, which, whatever, you know, typical. Now I'm going to get the reputation. Like all you got to do is come in and fuck with me a little bit and I'll blow up. which is probably true. You know, honestly, it's probably true. So whatever. I'm waiting for my hot air. I'm waiting for this to heat up. It was off. I've seen Roy take every single thing off. I mean, I've seen some stuff. That's all I'm saying. I don't think this was abnormal. Come on, man, heat the fuck up. I didn't spray it in the power supply, by the way. I sprayed it on the power supply. So, and I explained that I have to clean it still. I was just getting the roach stuff off. So I don't know where I didn't explain that. I still have to take it apart and clean it. And I said that. And anybody that says I didn't say that is a fucking liar because I did say that. And I sprayed it on the power supply, not in the power supply. So again, big difference. And I said I got to take it apart and clean it out with rubbing alcohol, IPA. I keep saying rubbing alcohol like I'm fucking 106 years old. So yeah, I did say that. So if that's what we're complaining about, Windex, using Windex to clean roach stuff, guilty as charged. I am guilty. I'm using Windex to clean off roach feces that I have to put my hands in. So yeah, if that's bad, whatever. I still had to clean it out. I still had to spray the IPA in it, blow it out with air to get all the rest of the roach feces off. So is it just me, or do people just pick apart every fucking thing you do and they try to make a big fucking thing of it? Because that's the way they are. That's the way they. It's the way this fucking earth has been taught. Let's let's take every little thing and make it a fucking to do. Now you don't know how to work on your shit. You're bad at working on fucking PS5s because you used Windex to wipe out roach feces. What a fucking comment that is. What a fucking nightmare comment that is. All right, we're up at 290, 300, and we're back down to 7. Technically, that's a normal boot. I don't know why. Uh, display. I can't believe I work on consoles. Such a fucking bad technician. Can't believe you use anything you could possibly get your hands on to clean roach feces. Fucking dumbfounding, man. Dumbfounding. Fucking crazy. I would use anything to clean. I would not hesitate to use any product. No, you aren't. No, you aren't. Oh, you know what I did? You, know, you got me. You got me going. You got me. I didn't ground the UART because I forgot. And now I'm sure the cables are backwards because that's just the way life is. All right, cool. We have UART. Well, we know that the VRM fail for sure. Let's clear these bastards out. Uh, Try to start it again. That was technically a normal boot sequence. I wonder. Let me start that boot sequence again. Yeah, it goes up to. That looks like a normal boot sequence. I'm surprised it didn't start. Hmm. Oh, I should probably turn on the camera again. It's kind of a normal-ish boot sequence. Kind of. Let's see. Leave that attached. I'm gonna hook this thing up again. Now that I cleared the errors out, I just want to see. Just want to see if I get any heat out of that thing whatsoever. Oh, is this acceptable, motherfuckers? Is this acceptable? You fucking twats that are fucking quarterbacking my fucking fix. Is this acceptable? Fuck yourselves. Fucking idiots. No heat. Gives me very little hope that this thing is actually fixable. Very little. No, fuck that, man. I don't even want to calm down. I don't care. This is fucking maddening that people just come on and talk shit. Like, who the fuck? You're not the one cleaning fucking roast shit. You use anything you got. This is clearly not going to work. I'm going to check UART again, but this is. She's dead. She is dead. I don't even want to change that power rail because honestly, I don't think there's a purpose. Uh, I guess I should though. That's the only thing actually lighting up that there's an error. Couldn't get the error factor. So I guess maybe it doesn't like it. All right, I guess I'll change it. Guess I will change it. But I don't. I thought I've seen these work without having all the VRMs. I thought there was somewhere where I saw that. Maybe I am wrong. So I'm willing to admit I might be wrong. Enough so that I'm going to take this off the donor board and use it as soon as I clean it off. Gotta get this shit all the way out. This will go down at the angriest stream ever. Can you imagine Andy sitting there cursing at people? I mean, obviously not. Andy's a very calm person. Well, how about this Toltec? Imagine sitting there yelling at people. Is this even compatible? That's the question I have. Oh yeah, it's a zero. Yeah, 020 010. That should be fine. Should be fine. All right, let me remove this. Let me remove. Oh, I got uno momento, pro favorio. I wanna be an American idiot. Be an American idiot. kind of dual wielding here, trying to get shit done. This live stream will probably never see the light of day when that guy complains that I called him a kid toucher. But that's all right. Neither will my YouTube career. Just kidding. I don't have a YouTube career. Nor do I want one. Better be careful with my. Oh, that was hot. Better be careful with my Windex usage. Could go viral. Oh, did I even? I thought I did, but feels like I hadn't. This is not going to work, but whatever. I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm already sure it's not going to work. Oh, I got a freaking flux that, and I got my hands full. Shoot. Oh, that's hot. Should have wore my glove. Do I have the dexterity to actually put this chip on? That's the question. She's on. She's on. Oh, I just moved it. Fuck. Did that myself. Thought it was cold, but apparently not. Actually, I think I shoved it into place. That's the funny part. Yeah, it's on. 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 I just gotta hold it for a little longer. Just gotta hold it a little bit longer. All right. Clean that out a little. Cool, cool, cool. It looks like it's making good connection without even like without too much trouble. That's pretty good. Looks like it. Just trying to clean that freaking stuff out just to make sure I look at the legs. Legs look pretty good. I'm not, whatever. It's time to test again. Ow. Burn myself all the time. Time to test again. I hear my phone is going off, so I wonder what that is. Maybe somebody's IMing me on Discord. Let's see. Let's see what it was. Nothing important. If anybody wants to watch the angriest stream ever, right? Anyway, uh, what was I doing? Checking this. Checking this, putting my finger on a very hot APU. It's hot right now. I guess I gotta wait till it cools down. Because honestly, I can't tell the difference between coming on right now and just burning. I mean, I guess it would burn me, but it's pretty warm. I gotta wait a bit. I gotta wait a couple of seconds. I wish I had one. Yeah, I do. I do have something, but I don't want to use it. I wish I had like one of those soaring pads, put on top of stuff you want to. Like everything's pretty hot, so I can't really tell. Can't really tell what's going on. By the way, when I used Windex, it was on this side of the unit and the opposite side of the unit. This side of the unit, not fucking in here. So, and I probably even used it on here too. Shocking, shocking turn of events. Use Windows. Don't use Windex. Oh, shit. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Oh, this isn't the PSU. This is my test unit, my like replacement unit. That's downstairs. Still has to be fucking cleaned because of all the roaches. And this appears that it's actually going to work. So thank you for making me take a second look. And fuck you for making me take a second look. No, I'm just kidding. Um, I'll find a chassis. I guess I'll go and get the chassis. I mean, I have a bunch of chassis around. Let me see. Do I have this chassis? This will work, right? Just want to see if I have a picture. Let me get this chassis. Do I have something? Do I have something to take it apart? Because I left all that shit downstairs. Oh yeah, I do. This is just a whatever. I got a chassis. Let's just say it. Something I use. Something that's one of those other motherboards that I got that I couldn't fix. Oh, by the way, that other power supply works too, and I could tell you why because I tested it after I cleaned it. So, oh my goodness, it's crazy. Let's see. I guess I should probably spread this around a little. Probably. Can't believe somebody is this stupid doing YouTube videos and cleaning liquid metal. Can't believe this one. Somebody this stupid is an engineer for a cellular phone company. Can't believe somebody this stupid makes fucking more money than you. Craziness. Can't believe it. It's unbelievable. Let's make people mad. I guess this power supply is probably good. Yeah, same. No reason to hook up a power button. All right, let's test her out. Let's see. Hook you up. You want to see what's going on the screen? I guess I could do that, probably. I'm just gonna see. Let's see. I'll just see if I have picture or not. And if I have picture, I'll yell the same thing we always yell when we have picture. I can't believe. Same thing. All right. And probably it's getting hot. Not that hot though. Oh, what's this? Hey! Hey! Somebody this stupid fixed the fucking console. Hey! Somebody as retarded as me fixed the console. What does that say about you? I really probably should. I should probably just use this mint chassis rather than that guy's chassis. It says my SSD was not connected. Whatever. That's true. It's not. Uh, I'm just I'm just do a normal shut off. Rebuilding database. I'm still holding this for dear life because the second I let go, it's going to overheat. So uh, take a picture of the guy's screen because that's what I do. All right, got that. Shut it off now if I can. Okay, come on, man. He's the only one with a profile on here, so I'm trying to do this with one hand. All right, turning off. So now I got to clean the Windex power supply, just an FYI, which is a whole different animal. I have to take that thing apart and clean it. I have to reliquid metal. I have to do all that stuff. That honestly, what do you care about? You've seen it all before. I'm angry. I'm fucking very angry. I'm a fucking streaming angry man. Thanks for fucking watching. Go fuck yourselves. Hope you all die except for the ones that I like. Hope the other of you, I hope you fucking die in a house fire. Go fuck yourselves. Oh, and pray for somebody. I meant to say that too.